Welcome to another episode of Reasonably Shady. I am Giselle Bryant.
What's up? What's up? I'm Robyn Dixon. Thank you for being here with us once again.
Yes, 2026 coming in hot.
Yes. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2026. This is incredible that we are here, but hey, let's make the most of it. So
Yes,
crazy.
I feel like 2026 is about like positivity, happiness, joy, a bright light of sunshine. We're leaving 2025 and the toxicity of 2025. We're gonna leave that right there.
Yes, we are. I mean, we didn't know it could get as bad as it's gotten, but hopefully 2026 will be much better. We will see.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay, do you have a shady moment?
It's not really it's like I wasn't there to experience this, but it was a shady moment that my family experienced. So Juan and Corey went to Tennessee for basketball. So this is like one of the first trips, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going because they left the day after Christmas and they were in Tennessee, like northeast Tennessee, right on the line of Virginia, um, until New Year's Eve night. They came home New Year's Day. So they were there for a really long time.
Let's back up. How was the Bahamas?
Oh, okay. So it was really nice. Of course, it was just nice to be there because it was like so cold at home. It was
Yeah.
nice to be there. We had a good experience. The boys had a good time. Like imagine like a whole team of teenage boys at Bahamar, just like, hanging out, and there's other teams and there's other girl teams there.
Ooh. Was
Girl,
anybody chaperoning? Were you chaperoning, bro?
listen. We would okay. No, we were not trying to be like hovering, and Corey was enjoying his teammates, but we would be in the hotel. It was like 11 o'clock at night. So we were in the hotel, and then like two of Corey's teammates came off the elevator, and we're like, "Where's Corey?" And they were like, they had these like crazy, these weird smiles on their face. They're like, and we're like, I'm like, okay, we know what that means, right?
Right. You're clear.
Right. So Juan is like, "Where's Corey?" So anyway, he like goes and finds them, and of course he's with one of his teammates and a couple of girls just walking around a hotel and stuff. I'm like, okay. So anywho, that was the whole weekend. The boys, all the boys from all the different teams are like walking around the hotel trying to find girls to talk to. So much so that I was approached by a teenage boy and asked if I had a boyfriend.
Yes, Cougar Robin. Y'all been cool with him and out, okay?
I was like, so it was a group of boys. They were clearly a team, and they were walking in front of me. And one of them I saw like took a double take. He saw me, took a double take. And then so I walked to the right and they kept walking straight. And then like 10 seconds later, I hear this voice behind me, "Excuse me." And I turn around and it's two of the boys from the team. "Excuse me, do you have a boyfriend?" And I looked,
Yeah, I got a whole husband.
right. I was like, I'm 46. I got a husband and kids. He was like,
Wait a minute, and so clearly he didn't know who your child is.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, it's so funny because it's like these kids were on the prowl for girls on the whole resort. And I was like, I was extremely excited. I was very
Flattered.
like, I was
Yes.
very flattered. I couldn't wait to go find Corey and be like, guess what just happened to me? So,
Woo!
so
I
then
love it.
so then I tell Carter, and Carter was like, "Oh, he must not have seen you properly. He must have been, that must have been a joke. He must have been joking with his teammates." I was like,
Carter.
he was like,
Carter hating.
exactly. He was like, "I mean, yes, you look good, but you don't look like a teenager." I was like, I'm like, you know what? Thanks,
Well,
Carter.
listen.
Way to deflate my ego.
Right. But that boy get with you for 5 minutes, you change his life. Change him
Oh,
entirely.
But it's so crazy. I was so excited. I was like, "I can't believe how excited I am about."
Did they win their games?
So, I feel like they only played 2 games. They won 1 and they lost 1. They lost a game they shouldn't have lost. They were up like 20 points. They lost the game, but
Right.
whatever. It was, uh, as long as they had fun. I mean, and it was good because, like, their coach allowed them to enjoy the resort. Like, so they were able to go to the pool and go to the water park and
Yeah.
enjoy their time there. So yeah, but I mean, they did well, but they did lose a game that they should not have lost, but
Okay.
it's
I
okay.
love that. Okay, let's get back to your
And
shady
then
moment.
and then wait, before we get off of Bahamas, I thought about you because I tried to remember, did you complain about the mosquitoes in the Bahamas before?
Probably. Probably.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
think
I was there I was there from like the 18th to the 22nd, right? Today is January 2nd. I was still scratching my legs like as of like yesterday. It was insane. And it was to the point I was like, because it was all on like the bottom of my feet, right? On both of my legs. I was like, "Do we have bed bugs?" I had to, like, pull the sheets back to see if there was any bed bugs. There was
right,
nothing, and I mean,
right.
it was the mosquitoes were insane because they were just, like, little small bumps. They're not like the mosquitoes that we have at home where you get, like, those big, huge, swollen mosquito bites. I mean, they were
Yeah.
just teeny tiny all over my legs and feet. It was
Oof.
horrible.
Oof. Oof.
But
I
yeah, but
just sprayed.
anyway.
You know where I am, and I just sprayed with bug spray. Like
Oh,
told Angel, go give me the bug spray. Uh,
yes.
and that might be my shady moment too. Like okay, so obviously I'm out of town. I'm in a villa, and
Mhm.
the first couple days we were here, no mosquitoes. And they
Okay.
told us that they had sprayed. So I told them, come back.
Mm.
Day 4, I said, come back and spray again. They did, but we went to dinner last night, and
Mhm.
it was like an outside, beautiful. It had like all these twinkle lights all over the restaurant, but it was outside
Mhm.
and it's dark. And I think the mosquitoes just had a party underneath the table and just tore my with the
Yes.
rain.
Yes. And you don't think about it because I'm sure it's probably not, like, super hot where you are right now, it's just probably comfortable. It's nice and it's
It's 80.
warm, but but it's not, like, muggy and
No,
humid, so you're not even thinking about mosquitoes, and then they
no.
over there tearing your legs up.
Tearing my legs to smithereens. Like I was
Yeah.
just itching, but I'm starting to get better.
Oh,
But anyway,
really? Okay.
we digress. What's your shady moment?
What is my shade?
Tennessee.
Hold on.
We were in
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Jeez, I'm like, "Wait." Okay, so in Tennessee, my Corey and Juan and the basketball team were there for a basketball tournament. I chose not to go because it was just way too long to be in East Tennessee, which we learned was like Ku Klux Klan town. The town that they were in was pretty much where the Klan was founded. So my
What?
shady, yes. So my shady moment is my family was transported back to the 1950s.
Okay,
They're
time out, time out. How many black boys are on this team?
um 1, 2, 3, 5, 7.
So the team is majority black.
Yeah, yes, majority black.
I need for the coach to do some research next time he planning a
Oh
trip with the
yeah,
book because we're
oh
not
yeah.
going to the country. We're not doing
No.
that.
Oh, yeah,
No.
he's like, "Yeah, no, never again." So, they are getting called the N-word by spectators, by players. I mean, they're getting like, the whole game booed. It was bad. It was so bad.
What?
Yeah, to the point where they're like when they get back to the hotel, they're like, "Do not leave your room. Like, you all cannot go anywhere by your this ain't the Bahamas. Y'all not walking around the hotel."
You cannot
Like
leave and don't order no food because the food that you're gonna get is poison.
Right, right. They were transported back to the 1950s. Isn't that crazy?
That's
I mean, it
horrible.
was
Actually,
horrible, and these were, like, young kids saying the N-word, and, like
yeah,
and
because that's
then
what we say.
they did that to another team, so there was another team, from Baltimore, which is, like, all black kids minus 1, that's 1 white kid, and, they were saying the N-word, and so, like, the one white parent on the team goes up to the athletic director and was like, they're saying the N-word," and they said the athletic director just laughed and didn't say anything. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I was
tell court coach never again.
never again, and I was like, "Oh my god, thank God I was not there." If I was there, I would've lost my mind and been and been
Yeah, and it's sad that we still living in a country that this is happening.
Yes, like
I'll
nothing,
never
like it
when Georgetown played, I think they played Syracuse. They played somewhere years
mhm,
ago. This was when Allen was playing on the team, Allen Iverson. And I
mhm,
think Ta'a was on the team, if I'm even saying that
okay.
man's right. Um,
I don't even remember him.
yeah, so I will never forget this because I watched it in real time. And they were throwing bananas on the field. I mean, on the
Oh,
court.
wow.
They
Oh
were
my god.
screaming at him. They were calling them monkeys. I mean, it was so bad.
Wow.
And I think Bubaka was not from this country. He was
Yeah.
sheltered. He was like,
Wow.
this. He damn near jumped on Allen's back and was like, "Get us out of here!" Like,
Wow.
because he knew, Allen is battle ballad, so he
Yeah,
was his way out. But Bubaka, you're bigger than everyone else on the team.
right.
So, if anybody need to be you,
It
sir.
would have been yeah. Yeah, no, he said, "I ain't with this." He's like, "I don't
Yeah,
know nothing about this. I'm not with it." That's funny. That's
it's
crazy.
it, yeah. Okay, well, I'm
Yeah.
glad they got out of there safely and like never again.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah, so never again. They're not going back for sure.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so my shady moment is the mosquitoes that are tearing me up. Um, and I think this was my shady moment last year because
Mhm.
back in St. Bart's, I am living my best life, and every morning I'm awakened by
Oh,
"Cock-a-doodle-doo."
yeah.
Like, what?
I think you did talk about this before. Oh my god.
Yeah. I need to know, A, why they saying cock-a-doodle-doo at 5:30 in the
Right.
morning.
Right.
Who the hell are they talking to? Are they talking to
Right.
Are they talking to me? Are they trying to tell me, now it's time for
They
me to be like, I'm
yes, they say, "Wake your ass up." That
but,
means
like,
wake your ass up.
it's clockwork. I don't understand how this is just clockwork.
So how many is it? Is it just 1?
No. And so if I go outside, so this villa, is a new villa. I've never stayed in it before.
Okay.
And on the countryside, so there's animals outside. So there's, like, the
Okay.
pool, and then it kinda, like, there's a break, and then there's animals. So there's hens. Is it hens or what goes cockle doodle doo? Is that a hen?
Roosters.
Roosters. So there's hens and roosters,
Uh-huh.
one female, one male.
I don't know.
It's crazy that I still don't know this. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
they're out there. There's goats out there, but all the animals are very friendly and nice. Um, and then a bunch of birds.
Wow.
So, um, the roosters every morning or the hens or whoever are like cockle doodle doo, like a freaking church choir, and I'm trying to figure out why
Right.
they programmed to do that. Like, what are they saying?
And is
What
the
is
sun coming up at that time? Is it light
oh
outside?
It's
It's
starting to get maybe it's starting to get light. Maybe it's like, okay, the sun's getting ready to come up, so everybody else need to be out.
that's crazy. That's so I mean, that's annoying, but it's actually very interesting. Like, it is kind of like it's kind of it would be cool to experience, like, one morning, and then it you know what I mean? Like, because you hear as a kid, you hear about, like, the roosters cock-a-doodle-doo in the morning,
Yeah,
and, like, if you're never around to experience it, you're like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." But, like, no, that's a
right.
real thing.
It's a
Dang.
real
Can you
thing. It's to the point now I'm used to it. Like, they don't even wake me up no more. Like,
okay.
I'm on to y'all. I'm
Right.
on to you doodle doing.
Oh my god. Can you, like, get a BB gun and, like, just take it
No,
out?
I don't want to kill the
No?
animals.
Oh, okay.
Not doing that. Now the birds, though, there's a situation with the birds. Because however this villa is set up, so the doors in the front and the back are sliding glass doors, right?
Okay.
And they're aligned so that they're parallel.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see straight through it. You can
Okay.
see straight through the house to the other
Okay.
side, which is cute because there's nobody around and I'm like on the top of this like little hillside.
Okay.
The birds don't know that is
That is a
glass.
door. So so they
They
so they're
be
on
flying,
suicide missions. Yeah.
they be flying to the glass. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Once they hear boom and they be out.
And then they fall out, right?
They are out cold. Some of them, they get themselves together and they come back to life. Others, they
Don't
have
make it.
yeah, you're out of here.
Oh
So
my god.
so crazy. So I'll call somebody, I'll be like, "There's a dead bird," and they'll come and, gather.
Just get it up. "Okay, no problem." Like, this happens every day. Oh my
Woo!
god.
Woo!
That's
But
hilarious.
apparently, you can do something to windows that stops birds from doing that, which, you know,
Oh.
they need to do
Yeah, they
at
need
some
to do that. Yeah, because don't nobody wanna
Yeah,
see a bunch of dead birds outside their door.
right.
Mm-mm.
But enough of that. We in 2026, and we're living our positive, light, bright light lives. But we have
Yes.
to jump back into 2025 real quick.
Okay.
It happened at the end of 2025
What
that
we
we need to clear up. Okay?
what we talk about? What we talk about?
We talk about Charisse. Okay?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Our good
Yes.
friend Charisse, yes.
Charisse, I don't know what happened. She had a bad night. She woke up, she decided to call Carlos King and say, "Hey, I got some things to say." Carlos said, "I need content." So
Right. Let's
let's get
do it.
into. Do you want to talk about it first, or do you want me to go first?
Um, so I'll talk about it first. I wanna talk about the Ashley and Jackson of it all,
Okay.
okay? 'Cause, so I saw there was some discourse prior to Charisse talking to Carlos. Maybe she had, like, made some I don't okay, so I guess the episode aired where Ashley talked about how she kissed Jackson, right? Then so after the episode, it seems like people were maybe criticizing Charisse's response. So Charisse must have gone on, maybe responded to some comments and pretty much said that sees things differently and, there's no friends in this business or whatever. So it seems like she was upset about the revelation that Ashley and Jackson had some sort of interaction, inappropriate or whatever, sexual, physical interaction. And then Ashley kind of made it worse because I did see her Watch What Happens Live question where Andy asked about Jackson, and what I gathered from it was that a lot more happened. So it's like Ashley continued to kind of like talk about what happened with her and Jackson. And pretty much from what I gathered from it was that they were intimate sexually. Okay. And maybe that it's happened more than once. I don't know. So I my thoughts, because I have a son. I mean, of course, he's just 17, so we're not quite there yet. But I'm trying to put myself in Charissa's shoes. Um, I think the age gap here is just kind of changes things, right? So if I'm 60, my son is 27, and I have a friend that is, in her 30s, mid 30s or whatever, that I probably more so look at as like a daughter or a niece than an actual like, friend. I don't know that I would be upset if she were intimate with my adult son. Um, Especially my adult son who like if I know that my son likes, dates women and likes to like do whatever, yeah, I don't know that I'm upset about it. What would be upset about is if my friend chose to disclose that on national television. That's where I would have the problem. Where, especially if I'm not a main cast member of this show, my son has, he's not on this show. Like, there's like my son, but thinks he's living a private life. I think I'm living a private life. I'm not a housewife. It's not about my personal life. So that's where I would have the issue if I were Charisse. The fact that Ashley chose to tell her about this. Number one, she didn't need to tell her. It's not really like that doesn't change anything. That's none of Charisse's business what her adult son does. It's none of Charisse's business what adult Ashley does. Like she didn't need to tell her, period. She didn't need to know. But secondly, like to tell her on national television, I did not like that. I thought it was wrong. I thought it was unnecessary. If I'm Jackson, I'm probably pissed because I'm like, I'm not even on this damn show. Like, why are you even talking about me? So that's where I have the issue. But it seems like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Charisse is upset about that more so than the fact that they actually were intimate. The way that it was delivered to her, but I don't really know. I was kind of like disappointed that she chose to talk to Carlos King and kind of like air all that out and kind of like take it a lot farther. I don't really know where all of that energy came from. but it seems like maybe she just was kind of, like, not blindsided, but I think the discourse online from the fans and how people reacted to it maybe caused her to look at things differently and get upset. So, I don't know, but I know, yeah, if I'm 60, my son is 27, my friend is 37, I don't care what they do. I really don't. But
Yeah.
just don't talk about it on national television. It's nobody's business, especially when they're not cast members. Jackson's not a cast member. Charisse is a friend that popped in, what, 3 times? Like, I thought that was tasteless of Ashley to do.
Okay. Okay. My thoughts are, um, I hear you, but I don't that part I don't it's not my I don't care about. What I care about today is Charisse. We discussed it on camera, yes. Me, Ashley, Charisse. I personally thought when Ashley was in the process of mentioning it, I thought Charisse was gonna like flip a table, go to hell off, go crazy. I don't know, anything. None of that happened. Okay, great.
Right,
And saying so she's giving the same energy that you just described, Robin. Jackson's grown. He can do what he wants, which he is. And so is Ashley. Ashley's a beautiful girl. And Charisse has for years made comments about Ashley being her daughter-in-law. And
right.
they were flirty, and that would be so cute, blah, blah, blah. So there's
Yeah,
no issue here. Okay.
right,
Then when it was brought up again in a whole nother scene, Charisse had the same energy. Like she kind of like thought it was funny. It was kind of cute, whatever. You can't then let the fans gas you up to then have a moment, to then have an issue off camera.
right,
Like, no, that's just I think it's ridiculous. And then how I'm catching strays is beyond me. Okay.
right.
And how Charisse is rewriting history is beyond me. And I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna get into the weeds of that because it's just like
yeah.
actually no need. But it's crazy because Grace says to me when this all kind of hit, have you talked to Charisse? Like, why don't you just call her? And I was like, no, I haven't talked to Charisse. And she said, well,
Mhm,
when was the last time you talked to her? And I said, oh, let me think. And I said, you know what? We had filmed season 10. We had wrapped on it.
mhm,
And the week after, NECA invited me out to celebrate Charisse for Charisse's birthday. You were
mhm.
invited too, Kevin.
Yeah,
You couldn't make it. I could. So no cameras. I went to go celebrate Charisse. At the table was NECA, Charisse, me, Ashley.
mhm,
Well, we celebrated Charisse. Charisse had no smoke. She had no fire. We ate dinner. We left there, went to the club, took her to the club because she wanted to go dancing. No smoke, no fire. Charisse had a grand old time. So
mhm.
I just don't know how then Giselle and Ashley, but I'll just speak for myself, are horrible people, bad friends, make up lies, um, wanted to push her out of Potomac,
Yeah,
all these things that are simply not true.
yeah,
So now that I know, Charisse, how you really feel, now that I know, I will govern myself accordingly. But because I've always cared about Charisse and I will continue to care about her, I wish her the best of luck. I want nothing but great things in her life and God bless.
yeah,
But there's never been a moment for me to support Charisse and I haven't done it. There's
right,
never been a moment for me to speak up for Charisse and I haven't done it.
right.
So
Yeah, I don't really know, where all the energy towards you came from. I was very surprised to hear that. Very, very, very surprised to hear that. Um, and then regarding the Ashley stuff, I know she said something like she thought it was a joke, she didn't believe it. Um, and then I don't know, but, eh, I think I'm just thinking, like, maybe a lot of times on the show, it's like you experience something and then you watch it back and then you have a different perspective, or somebody says something to give you a different perspective and to make you think about things differently, which so she could have changed her thought process about everything and probably maybe looked at it a little deeper, or maybe somebody, said something that made her whatever, like think differently. But um I don't know. I mean, I I wish I had, like, a little more insight to be able to say, like, "No, this is exactly what the issue was," especially with you, I don't know, but yeah, Imma have to call her and be like,
You
"What
call her.
happened?" And we spoke recently, very recently, and sh after the Ashley stuff, um we spoke, and she didn't have any like, she didn't have anything negative s to say about you, so I don't know how she got on that topic. Now, I didn't watch the whole interview, I just saw clips, and I saw, like, the headlines where it was like, Charisse says Gizelle, whatever, 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 or she was implying, some person, and it was clear that she was talking about you, and I'm like, "I don't know where this came from." Like,
I
she's
I
never like, the thing that I didn't understand, she's never said anything like that to me, like, never, like, never, and then I
okay,
know, like, you always vouched for Charisse, you always tried to get her included and spoke to production about, "Let's include Charisse," and so I'm just like, I don't know where that came from, but, I hate that we're here.
God bless her. God bless. And
Yeah,
because if I know that I've been nothing but a friend to you, and then you just, like, mix it up in your head, I can't help you further, right?
yeah,
Like, it's unnecessary. Um,
yeah. Yeah, I
alright.
mean, I can understand that. It's like, where do you go with that? I don't know, but it's unfortunate that it got there. But I don't know. My thought is just like somebody must have just like said something that made her
And
like,
and and even if
I
somebody
don't know.
did gas you up, you still have your own mind. You still have your own history. I
Yeah,
have what, a 15-year history with Charisse, and last I checked, I did not do anything to her. So
yeah, yeah,
it is what it is. God bless her. I wish her nothing but greatness in life. Her and
yeah,
her whole family, like the kids, everybody. Like what?
yeah.
Okay. I this is my new hero. I want to talk about my new hero.
Who
Switching
is that?
gears. Um, the mayor of New York.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Speeches right now, and he's giving out real full government names of rappers that I didn't know existed.
Oh,
He quoted Jadakiss, right?
uh-huh.
But gave Jadakiss's whole real name.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and I'm here for all of this. I'm here
Wait, what
for
do you,
a
so
fresh
what
air.
is he saying? I missed that part. Is this in his like inauguration speech?
Yes.
What is,
In his speech, he referenced Jadakiss and something that Jadakiss had said, which
uh-huh.
was great, right? But before he was like, in the words of J. Edgar Kiss or something like whatever whatever Jadakiss' name is, I don't know what it is. He gave his government name, and then he also said, also known as Jada. Mwah.
Jadakiss. Oh my god, did he really say that?
Yes. We're like, yes, yes, Madami. Whoa. Now
Oh
I
my
don't know
god.
anything this man's politics. I
Right.
don't know what he's doing for the city of New York. I mean for the state of no city of New York.
City, yeah.
Look at here. Madami. Go on and continue to quote rappers. I love it.
That's funny. Well, that's probably how he got elected. But so I did see, okay, there was some discourse online because at his inauguration, two things. He um he took the oath of office using on the Quran instead of because he's
Oh, really?
Muslim. Yeah. So instead of the Bible, he took it on the Quran. And so of course, I don't know, some little hater white supremacist type people are upset about that, right? So they're picking on that. It's like, what difference does it make? Right?
Is it
Apparently,
the law? Does the law specify you putting your hand on the Bible?
I
I
don't
think
think so.
no, it doesn't.
Well, apparently, so and I didn't know this at the time. Apparently, Trump didn't even put his hand on the Bible when he took the oath of office this term. He didn't even use the Bible.
What did he use? What did he put his hand on? His penis?
I
What did he put his hand on? Also, he can't even
I
find
don't,
that. He can't even find
right,
that piece.
yeah, can't, right. I don't know, but apparently he didn't even use the Bible. So clearly it's not like I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but like let him do what he wants to do, right? And if he's
Right.
Muslim, then that's appropriate. Um
Yeah.
secondly, yes, secondly they're criticizing cost of his wife's boots. So she had on some boots that people think were like some $600 designer boots. And apparently, he ran on a platform of affordability and making, housing affordable and everything affordable in New York. And people are criticizing the fact that she had on $600 boots. Like, I'm so sick of people. People are insane. People pick and nitpick over every little thing. We don't
Right.
know who cares how much her boots cost, number 1. Number 2, she could have been gifted those boots, they could have been on sale.
Thank
She
you.
she could have, she can treat herself, like, what? This is
I
what
mean,
we're
clearly
doing?
they were affordable to her, and I understand the whole concept of affordability, and I believe that. Like, I kinda feel like New York has kinda gotten unaffordable to
Yeah,
anyone outside of, like, a billionaire, but leave this woman alone. She didn't sign up
yeah,
for nonsense.
it's so crazy. That might be her only pair of boots, like, who knows? But, like, why does it matter? It just people so I feel like that was on day 1 of him being sworn in. I feel like he's gonna just have a bunch of people nitpicking every little thing that he does and says, and so but, kudos to him for being himself. Hopefully, he can continue to be himself and continue to just do what's best for the city, so
Yeah. I think I'm curious to see what he's going to be able to pull off. I really, really am.
yeah.
Speaking of white supremacists, and I'm not saying she is, but can we talk about Erica Kirk for just like 8 seconds?
Sure.
Because I saw this video of her and she's like swinging around. She's like talking, and there's fireworks going off, and she's like swinging.
What? Wait, is this real? This is AI? Is
No,
this AI?
no, I promise you it's not.
What
I,
is
I,
happening?
I was like, what is, and
Okay,
I'm
she need
she's grieving in a very strange way. That's all I'm saying.
very
She didn't take the
strange
grieving to a whole nother level
Yeah.
because I thought her husband was murdered in front of her
So wait, no,
in
you
bed.
there's, like, all these different stages of grieving. She's on a stage that, like, most people aren't familiar with, and that is, like, elatedness. Like, she's in the elatedness state. She's in the attention seeker
And
stage.
Erica Kirk, we see you. We see how happy you are, man. And my kids have told me, I think we talked about this, that she's pregnant.
N I don't believe that. By JD Vance? Or by
No,
who?
no,
By
nobody has said by who, but they said she's like, well, time has changed now. But let's just say at the time, she said she was 8 weeks pregnant.
when he died?
No, she was eight. Like, let's say it's today. She was eight
Uh-huh,
weeks pregnant today, but he
uh-huh.
died 10 weeks ago. So we
Oh,
don't know
shit.
who's father of this baby.
Oh,
We need
shit.
Ori Povich. We need
What?
what's the
Well,
man's
yeah, Maury Povich.
yeah, Maury.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Who's
Maury.
the daddy?
Probably JD, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
That is wild. Okay. That I didn't know she was flipping around stage like that. That's crazy.
It's okay. Now, in other AI news, this I was intrigued. This whole Ty Young thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? So
Mm.
Ty
Oh, yes, she was on, Love& and Hip Hop. Of course you
was
know.
on Love
Of
and Hip
course you're
Hop. She
into this.
dated Mimi for a little while. Y'all gonna have to do a deep dive as to who this is, but
Yes.
seems like a very nice young lady.
Yes.
Not young, but nice lady.
Yes.
So then she started posting pictures of like her in a great loving relationship, and now she has a son,
Yes. I
right?
saw that. Mhm.
And so people were
Excited.
excited, but some people were like, "Huh? What? I can't stand gay couples with kids." Or so I mean, just foolishness,
Right.
right?
Right.
But it was all a lie. Was it all a
Yes.
lie?
It was you know what? It's so funny. I saw it. I came across that picture and I was like, this is AI. Like it's now you have to e everything you look at online, and I remember I talked about this on the podcast. I was like, AI is out of control. And when I saw it, I was like, I paused for a second. I was like, oh, okay, that's new.
I
Like
was
that's
happy.
interesting.
I was so happy for her.
Really? You fell for it?
Yes. I was like, "Oh, this is so sweet. She's now got a little kid with somebody. This is great."
Yeah, no, I knew it right away. I knew it, and I don't know anything about her, but I knew that she was, like, a lesbian, that's all I knew, but when I saw it, I was like, "This is AI," and then I read the whatever her caption said, I think she kinda said it was not real or I don't know, but, like, yeah, this is getting out of control. It's so out of control, but the pictures look so good, they look so real, they look, like, lifelike and, like but it's almost like the pictures look too real, they look too good.
They look like everybody whose boyfriend is Michael.
B. Jordan?
Yeah.
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 Right. Right. Like, everybody just looks so good, and it's like, "Okay, this is" we've gone to, like, another level, and I've come across, like, Instagram posts, it'd be, like, a beautiful woman, I'm like, "Oh, she's really pretty," and I'll look and I'm like, "This is an AI model." They
Really?
actually Yes. They have AI pages for AI models, and people follow them, and they continually post. They have AI singers. People are singers, and they put out songs, and they're AI. It's really crazy. It's bad.
Okay,
It's
well,
bad.
in 2026, I just want to make this announcement. Giselle is real and so is Robin.
Right.
Like,
But somebody could easily make some AI photo or AI video of us, and it's not real.
yeah,
Or the other ones that you see, sometimes you'll see, like it'll be like a doctor, and they're talking, and they're like, "These are the 10 things that I
yes,
recommend for longevity." And
yes,
they'll go through them, and they're sitting there, and then they'll say, "And the number one thing is, uh, whatever, I don't know, ashwagandha, and you can purchase it using my link below
yeah,
on Amazon." And it's like, "Okay, y'all," and then when you go to the feed, it's the same video over and over and over and over again, and they might change the shirt. It's the same person, the same video, they're saying the same thing, and they just keep reposting this video, and so imagine how much money these people are making because people are falling for this, and they're saying, "Oh my god, I gotta go buy this product that the doctor said is the number one thing that's gonna make me live forever."
right. I did buy the ashwagandha though. Um, it is like it helps like with like giving you. I feel that it helps give me a restful sleep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
nice.
'Cause it
Okay.
controls like cortisone levels or something supposedly.
Yeah. Right.
Yes,
Right. That's what the AI doctor told you.
yeah.
Yes.
Let me tell you who's does not have AI sperm.
Nick Cannon?
Al Pacino. He didn't impregnated the girl again. Okay,
What?
at the age of 82, has
Huh?
that he's expecting his 4th child with his 29-year-old girlfriend.
Wow.
His sperm
What?
is not AI. His sperm is real.
Damn.
Yes.
That's wild. Okay. What is more wild? The fact that he at 82 is impregnating someone or the fact that a 29-year-old is allowing him to put his penis in them? Like,
Well,
what?
well, okay, so do we think the penis is well, obviously he needs some Viagra, but I heard recently that there's a pump. Dudes are
Oh.
pump. Have you seen this or heard this? Well, I know
Mm,
you.
I feel like I've heard something like that, yes.
Yes. So do we think it's Viagra or a pump?
It's probably both. Yeah, we need 82-year-olds to chime in. Let us know. Let even
I don't think
so
we have clientele of 82-year-olds listen to the podcast. I don't.
do do we have any gold diggers listening that 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 sleep with 82-year-olds? Can you chime in and tell us what's going on
I
here?
always say for gold diggers, like, you really got to think about the gold that you want to dig, okay? Because not all gold is bright and shiny. Um,
Mm-mm, it comes with a lot.
yeah, and it
That
comes with a lot. You got to laugh at all their jokes; they're not funny. You got to do it with like these long, these. I'm sure he's got some long, wrinkly balls. Like, do you want
right,
that in your life or your
right.
face, your mouth? Do you want that?
Mm, 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 mm.
But listen, we don't know anything about this woman. This might be her best case scenario for, I don't know, living her best life. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, hey, she's sacrificing. She's taking one for the team.
Well,
Um,
not really, Robin, because like, let's be clear. Let's say he lives to be 100,
Yeah.
okay? You just gonna have to deal with his bad jokes for another 20 years, and then you're
Oh,
good.
oh my god. Oh my gosh. Right, and that was not the plan. That was not the plan. The plan was like, "Okay, he might have a good 4 years left in him, and then you gotta and then you stuck for 20? Oh, no."
Listen, I believe that his non-AI sperm will be around for another 20 years because he has enough money to make sure that he's eating healthy, he's going
Right,
to the all the time. He's gonna be around for a long time.
right. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's true.
I don't
And
know.
hey, I mean, I don't know, he might be in, like, a little extra good shape considering. I don't know. And
Okay.
I do feel
Right.
like, older men, when they have younger kids, especially if they're active in the younger kids' lives, that can help prolong their longevity. Just keeps them active, keeps them moving, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, I wanna talk briefly because, like I said, I'm in St. Bart's, and there's, all kinds of Tom Brady's and Mike Tyson's, and everybody just walk
Mm,
and you see them all over the place. But I was intrigued
okay.
because I was driving, and walking right in front of me was Bezos's wife.
Oh,
Um, but that's not what intrigued me.
okay.
That thing got security like I ain't never seen.
And so
Now
I was
does
gonna
she
say, was she by herself? That's what I was gonna say.
no.
Okay,
Heck
okay,
no. She had
okay,
one in front,
okay.
then it was her.
Mhm.
And the reason why I noticed it was her because I saw the security. I saw the earpiece in his ears.
Uh
Okay, his earpiece is
Right,
somebody's
who
ear,
is
right?
somebody, so let me
Right.
see.
So I see the earpiece, then I see her, and she looks much better in person, as I think we all do.
Okay, okay,
Um,
okay.
but she
Because
needs to
she
leave.
looks a little extreme.
Yes, she needs to leave her lips alone.
Okay,
I will say that, but she's a pretty woman. She's not
okay,
ugly by any means. Um, and then I think she had like some kids with her, but they were kind of like behind her. They were like paying attention to themselves. And
okay.
then she had two in the back. So,
Wow.
um, yeah,
So
like
she had 3 total or 4?
three. She had three. She had three.
Wow.
Now, um, I don't know whether or not she had three because she had kids with her, so we need more. I don't know. I didn't even
Mhm.
know she had children. I don't even know where these kids came from. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
who
don't
these
know.
doesn't even matter. But do you would you want that to be your everyday?
Listen, yes. Yes, if that
Ron said
means
yes.
if that if that means that I'm married to a billionaire that's not 82, yes.
True,
I w
true, because Jeff looked good. I ain't
Right.
mad at Jeff.
Yeah, he looks good now. He used to be a little geeky when he first started out, but he looks good now. So yes, I will take the for security. That's fine. And make them look good so I can look at them. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
There was this we were eating yesterday a couple days ago, and so it's my table and the table next to us. Um, well, the table 2 over was a family, and the table next to us was, like, the security guards were sitting at that table, right?
Mm.
Figure out, is this the hotel security? Is this a person security? I need to know
Mhm.
what's going on. I see security. I didn't know what's happening. Who is being
Right.
secu
Yes, who
So, um,
who is the package?
yeah. So, I figured out that they were for this gentleman and his family.
Okay.
Robin, I ain't never seen this man day in my life. I don't even know who he is.
Wow.
This is not like a celebrity or entertainer. He had 4 security.
Wow.
They had shifts. One was going to the bathroom, another one would pop up. I mean, it was like, woo,
Do you think he
that
was like the head of a cartel or something? Like
he was a white man. Cartels are normally uh I don't want to say Mexican.
Latino?
That's racist. But cartels normally like other.
Right.
It's weird
Well,
too. Okay.
I mean,
Look,
no, the cartels are usually in, like, Colombia or yes,
yes.
Mexico, so
This like a straight
Latino.
up white man, probably Trump's best friend. I don't know.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. But it what intrigued me though
Right.
was the fact that he was not recognizable to me, and
Mhm.
he had all the security because typically when you see all the security, it's a celebrity because and the security
Right.
is because people are gonna come up to them and bother,
Mhm.
and they just
Right.
like be bothered. They want to live their best life. So yeah, I was intrigued.
You should have snuck a photo, and then you could have done, like, a Google reverse image search.
I could
You
have.
could
I could have.
so
That would have been if I cared. But I was intrigued as much as I cared, which was
yeah.
which was, "Girls, do y'all know who this is?" And they had no clue either.
Right. I would have been I probably would have been intrigued to the point where I'm like, I gotta find out. So I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He had a
Before we move on, bef-
family.
he had a yeah. I would love to know. I mean, I'm sure he's probably extremely rich, and somebody knows who he is.
Yeah.
So all right. Before we move on, can we talk about MAGA Minaj, our girl? What happened? What happened? What happened to Nicki Minaj? Why is she MAGA now?
I don't understand. I don't
I
understand. I don't know. Is this for a paycheck? I don't understand.
I don't either. My only thing, like my thought process is like, okay, I know she had been maybe feeling I don't she had issues with the music industry, and we saw her kind of like, you know, talking a lot online about whatever negative experiences or feelings she has towards people in the industries and whomever. I think she's feeling, isolated, ostracized. I don't know. And maybe this was an organization or a group of people that welcomed her or reached out to her or made her feel important. And I don't know, but I was very disappointed to see Nicki Minaj at the Turning Point USA event, and the things that she was saying, and just very confused.
I was as well. And then it made me so then right after that, the Dave Chappelle
Mm,
uh special came out, right?
yeah,
And have you seen it yet?
I have. Mhm.
Okay. So it made me feel like those things what Dave Chappelle did was necessary
Mm,
because I want everybody to live in their truth, and I don't
yeah.
want you to ever be in a situation in which you feel compromised or you feel like you have to compromise yourself. Um, so I felt like whatever was going on with Nikki, Dave made it right. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, he balanced it out for sure,
Yes. Yeah.
but it still doesn't make it,
It,
uh, it
it's
uh,
very strange because I don't think that that was her stance,
it wasn't.
right?
No, it wasn't. There's, like, videos of her saying negative things about, Donald Trump and whatever was going on, just the whole MAGA of it all. And so she was vocal before about, maybe even their stance on like the transgenders and whatever it might be. And it's like, wow, considering her audience is made up a lot of, the gay community, the transgender community, she's always shown love and, made them feel accepted. To see that she's siding with pretty much the ops now is like is shocking. It's
It's very check.
crazy.
And to be honest with you, I thought it was AI. That was one thing I thought it was AI.
Right, you were hoping it was AI.
I said, this
Right.
can't be right.
Right. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, what has happened? And so I see that supposedly she deactivated her Instagram after losing 10 million followers. And so my thought is like, I don't think she's like hiding, but I think that's how you prevent from losing more followers. Like you
Yeah. I
cut your
do.
Instagram off.
I would love to know what was that paycheck?
Yeah.
What was that check?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go, I do want to shout out this a preacher hasn't stopped me dead in my tracks in a very long time. I mean, not Lord, let me clean this up. Not a way at all. Okay. From what is coming out of his mouth.
Okay.
Okay. So there's this preacher. I don't know his first name. His last name is Chapman. He's out of Detroit. And he is preaching the word of God.
Okay.
He is running this Bible down.
What
And I
did
just
he say?
You know, whatever God has ever done historically, and whatever God is doing existentially, and whatever God will do futuristically, has always been and is and will always be for his glory. Mind you, God does not have an ego. God is not tripping. God is not stuck on himself. God does not need a pat on the back nor applause from human hands. God is comfortable within his God self. Yet whatever God has ever done has always been for his glory. And he rocked that man and woman to sleep last night and watched over you halfway saying amen, self, and then touched you this morning and woke you up to see a brand new day for his glory.
But just he's just breaking down the Bible. He's just talking, you know, God woke you up this morning, and every day of your life, you just need to be grateful and thankful. That's all. That's all. It's
I
very
received that. I received that. Speaking, okay, I received that. Speaking of pastors, I know you don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. I don't see nothing wrong with Jamal's wife's dress. Did you see the all the discourse online?
Yes.
I don't see
Yeah.
anything wrong with that dress.
It was fine. It was fine.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Okay.
this is the thing. You know, people gonna have their commentary one way or the other. And you would think you would not feed into the commentary, Pastor.
That part. That part.
So her dress was fine, but like, and people gonna have, you know, say whatever they want to say. Let's just not feed into it. That's all.
Yeah. That part.
Yeah. Because
That
that's
part.
when you make it
Worse.
unnecessarily bigger than it is.
Yeah, you bring more attention to it for sure.
Yeah.
But I also think, I don't know, I'm just like, it was an unnecessary discussion, period. Yeah, so just leave it alone. But,
Yeah.
you know, it was made a moment for sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe like use a different platform for that. Like, I don't know that Sunday service is the place to talk about
Agreed.
a
And
dress.
I'm not gonna tell him when and where to say whatever he has to say. But
Yeah.
maybe it was a Bible study moment,
Yeah.
right? Not which is not on Sunday. You know,
Right.
let's Sunday for the word of the Lord.
Yes. Because
Yes.
I didn't see the connection to the word of the Lord. You know, sometimes it's like, they talk, you know, they might talk about something current event that's going on and they bring it full circle to the word of the Lord. But I missed that one. I missed it. So anyway, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, you can Google Jamal Bryant.
That's Robert's
Huh?
commentary. Oh, that's not mine.
I mean, he a big boy. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, just Google Jamal Bryant's wife's dress and you'll see what we're talking about. But people had issue with the dress that his wife had on. I didn't find an issue with it. It was fine. It was like it was more of like a nude overlay that people, I think, assumed was like see-through.
Yeah.
And I think that's when the discourse, like someone who just didn't realize what they were looking at, they were mad. They thought that she was wearing some sheer dress and it was really nude. But
Yeah.
whatever. She looked
Yeah.
good.
Yes. I thought it was totally appropriate.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
That is our show for today. That is our episode. We love y'all so much. Don't ever forget to live your life either reasonable or shady.
Or both. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy 2026.
Thank you so much for watching Reasonably Shady on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe.
Yes, yes, yes. And for all things Reasonably Shady, click below. More stuff.